In the last video, I taught you about tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, and tropical thorn forest. Today, we will study about montane forest and mangrove forest. Montane forest, mountainous forest. From the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, the vegetation varies. This is because of the temperature changes. We are already studied whenever the height increases, the temperature reduces. For every 165 meters, 1 degree temperature declines. That is the reason why in the bottom, in the lower part of the mountain, we are able to see the temperate type of forest, the evergreen forest. When it goes into the higher altitude, we are able to see the tundra vegetations. So that is the speciality of mountainous forest. Mountainous regions, we are dividing into various regions. In the bottom, I already told you, we are able to see the evergreen forest, evergreen type of leaves like oaks and chestnuts till the height of 2000 meters, 1000 to 2000 meters, we are able to see evergreen broadleaf trees like oaks and chestnuts. 1500 to 3000 meters. Temperate forest grows including the coniferous trees. Coniferous trees means the needle-shaped leaves. They grow between the height of 1500 to 3000 meters. These trees include pine, deodar, silver fir, spruce and cedar. From 3000 to 3600, temperate grasslands grows. Above 3600, alpine vegetation is the speciality. Silver fir, junipers, pines and birches grows in these areas. That means above 3600 meters alpine vegetation. Their heights get stunted according to the height. Their heights get low. When they reach into the snow line, then they convert into alpine grasslands. Here is the place for the nomadic tribes to graze their cattle, especially Gujars and Bakkarwals. They graze their cattle in these areas. And at the last, the mosses and the lichens grows. They are called as the tundra vegetation. After that, there is no growth of the plants and trees and the grasses because that area is covered by snow. So this question can be asked about the montane forest, and the same time this can be asked about the Himalayan vegetation. So you know, above a particular height of the mountain of Himalaya, we can see only snow. That is why Himalaya is called as abode of snow or snow covered regions. So this is the montane vegetation. Last one is mangrove forest. Mangrove forests are growing nearby the seas, coastal areas of seas and the coastal areas of rivers and the delta region of rivers. Delta is the fertile land. So like Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, in all these rivers, its coastline, we are able to see the mangrove forest. In the Sundarbans Delta, the most famous mangrove tree is Sundari trees. Its timber is very hard. And there are various other trees like coconut, palm, like that of trees are also able to grow in the mangrove forest. This mangrove forest is otherwise called as tidal forest. What steps are taken by the government to protect flora and fauna in our country? 14 biosphere reserves have been set up in the country. Sundarbans, Nanda Devi, Gulf of Mannar, Nilgiri. These are some of the famous biosphere reserves in India. Financial assistance is given to botanical gardens. Project Tiger, Project Rhino, like that of projects are kept for the protection of wildlife. National parks and wildlife sanctuaries are made for protecting flora and fauna. Forest festivals or Van Mahotsavas are conducted. Together with that, we celebrate June 5th as the World Environment Day. So our governments are given special steps for the celebration of World Environment Day also. So these are the steps taken by the government to protect flora and fauna.